Good morning, friends, followers, channel members. How are we all doing? Happy Tuesday. I love a daytime flight. And this is a daytime flight with a giveaway. What could be better? Hope you're all doing well, everybody. God, it's cold this morning. Winter has well and truly hit, I think. So yeah, we've got a flight today sponsored by Orbx. They are going to be giving away, or rather I'm going to be giving away on their behalf, a copy of Lima India Charlie Alpha, or Lamezia. Is that how we're pronouncing it? You know, my pronunciations are just rubbish. Either way, it's a airport which has got a fantastic approach to it, glorious scenery. It's also an airport which probably not that many people have thought about actually flying to. It kind of slips under the radar a little bit, and that is the same here because I've never flown to this airport before, either on stream or ever actually. So that's really nice that we've got a new destination here for the channel today. We've got new scenery and we've got a copy to give away, so really looking forward to spending the next couple of hours or so with you as we fly down from Milan. This is also an airport that Easyjet do fly into from Milan, Basel and Geneva, I think. We're in Milan today, got a bit of VATSIM ATC as well knocking around, so that is good. But yeah, so really looking forward to this one, something a little bit new. There's only one thing I don't like about flying in Italy, and that is just because it's so bloody difficult to work out the transitions and the stars and the sits, that they are absolutely not straightforward. The only prerequisite to be in with a chance of entering for the giveaway is you just need to be a subscriber to the channel. That is all. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Welcome everybody. So hey Liana, good to see you. J-Hog, well, yeah, installing Flight Simulator. I've never known anyone have to reinstall Flight Simulator so many times, J-Hog, or Windows for that matter. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Hey Zara2411, Nick's here as well. Hey Nick, both on Twitch and on YouTube, of course. Hey William, good to see you. Ace is here as well. Good to have you on board. Dark Fury is here, the legend that is. And William Martin celebrating 26 months of channel membership. Going to be an awesome flight. William, thank you so much for your incredible support over 2 years, mate. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for that. So the operational flight plan is pinned into the chat as per usual if you're watching on YouTube. Shout out and welcome to our morning viewers as well on Twitch. Hey Smarty, good to see you. Lewis Aviation and Craig also watching as well. Thank you guys. Welcome. Hope you're having a good morning. So here we are on the ground at Milan. Now the last time I flew from Milan, some people were saying, well, what scenery is this? Because this doesn't look like Milan, because there is no payware scenery currently available. Well, no good payware scenery currently available for Milan, and I think this does, you know, a pretty adequate job. This is freeware from flightsim.to. There's only one available, so head on there and you'll be able to find it. We are over on one of the remote stands somewhere. It's not a remote stand. Well, I suppose it is, but it's up at the north of the airport. That's where most Easyjet flights operate from. So yeah, it's not a bad one to check out if you're interested. Now, I also believe that there are some METAR issues because NOAA, who provide all the METAR data for so many different places around the world, have suddenly changed, I think, the way that they provide their data, but they didn't tell anybody. So lots of people struggle to get METARs. I might have to muck up. In fact, you know what? I might have to get you guys to act as PMs and get me some METARs for places if it's not working. But there we go. That's what you guys are here for, isn't it? So good morning. Thank you for joining us. You're actually going to be really useful as well today, particularly if something else breaks. All right. So we've taken over from the previous flight crew. We'll just check that they've left our aircraft in good fettle once we get onto it. But before we do that, let's have a look at the brief. So here is our operational flight plan for the day. We are, oh my god, we're full. Wow. Okay, yeah, we're full. That's all there is to it. We have got a full payload, nearly 17 tons. This isn't a long flight, you know, 1 hour 26 minutes. So yeah, we've got a full a full flight heading down there. Takeoff weight is 67.6. Yeah, Naples is the alternate. 473 Charlie, our call sign. 50290. A tailwind of 42, really pushing us down there. That is brilliant. So that's useful for us. Expecting 35 left departure, and then it's an ILS approach runway 28, so looking forward to this one. Total fuel about 3.8 tons. Yeah, that's fine. Have we got scope to add any more? Well, not really. No, I think let's hope the weather's good, because we've not got much room to throw any more fuel on, to be honest. So, Mora's looking fine. Let's have a look at the weather. That's all looking fine. All the alternates looking good as well. That's an interesting visibility. I've never seen that before. Visibility of 9,650 meters. I mean, that is very precise. maybe that's an Italian thing. I have no idea. But yeah, that's incredibly precise. Either way, Cat 1 stuff. So that's good. I'll have a look at the weather briefs. So at Lamezia Terme Airport, oh, it was currently raining actually. Recent showers of rain. Oh, okay, we might get a bit wet down there, but let's have a look. Becoming winds 270 at 10. Nothing there that concerns us. So that looks all fine as well, as does the alternate in Naples. All good. All good. That's our flight route. Gorgeous views of Italy as we fly down. Then, yeah, there we are. All the alternates are scattered as well. And what the hell is that? Oh, my word, that looks nasty. So we've got basically a bit of icing and turbulence as we're on the descent. All right, that's fine. Oh, and there's that jet stream providing the nice tailwind for us this afternoon. Hey Quincy, good to see you. That's our vertical profile on the side, all looking good. So what fuel are we going to take? Well, we're going to take exactly what's suggested, 6835. No room for any more, so there we go. Job done. Now let's have a look at the charts for this departure. So our aircraft is parked up at I think we're at stand 106, right on the corner. So we're going to push back, facing south on Alpha, and then we expect a departure full length. Oh, that's a nice long taxi, isn't it? So full length taxi all the way down, and 35. Are we 35 left or 35 right for departure? I don't know actually. I'll have to listen to the 80s. Actually, I think we've got 35 left in for departure. I don't think that's right. I think we're meant to be on 35 right. We'll find out. We'll find out. And then, yeah, we've got 35 left in here, look. Which then has us on this 8 Echo departure. And then the transition that takes us to Robust 5 Yankee. So obviously we've got the Alps to the north of the airport, which we don't want to hit, preferably. Serrano VOR and MSA 6000 up to a distance of 10 miles based on the Malpensa VOR, Mike Papa. So a couple of things to throw into the RadNav page once we get on the airport. And that is about it. What we've got transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Good, okay, let's get in the jet, let's get the 80s and see what runways are currently in use, shall we? Let's go find our aircraft. So, here it is. Quick look outside. Yeah, beautiful. So this is the freeway airport I was talking about. Alps in the background as well. And we're on VATSIM. Looks like we've got the whole airport to ourselves. We've got this terminal to ourselves anyway. So that's all well and good. But yeah, that looks... I think that looks really nice, and it is one of the most spectacular approaches, isn't it, into Italy with the Alps there. All good fun. Right, so let's just load this Alright, have we managed to come back again? Something very strange happened there with Streamlabs. Are we back live? Can anyone give us a shout and a wave? All my devices are binging, so we may potentially have just come back. Hey Mark, hey Klaus. Right, yeah, if everyone can just hit that refresh button, that would be great. Should be back. Just in time to see the catering vehicles arrive. Oh, well, I've not done anything whilst you've been away, so you've not missed anything. Let's get on board, shall we? Let's hope it behaves itself for the remainder of the stream. Okay, so let's take over from the previous flight crew. Just check the pumps off, packs are off, nav logo lights are on, that's fine. Spoilers, flaps, parking brake, yeah, all good. Yeah, all working fine. Acupressure is not in the green. Let's give that a quick pump, and we'll get some information with regards to ATIS. I think the ATC may have gone offline. That's a shame. We'll have to get the METAR from the Fenix app if we're able to get it. Nanolab, glad we're back. Thank you so much. Right, turn that back off now. Okay, so can we actually get any ATIS information? Oh, not ATIS because they've disappeared, but can we get any METAR? Because, like I say, people were having issues with it, weren't they, yesterday? Let's have a look. METAR, it's unavailable. Right, okay, so we're not going to get METAR available from that. Never mind. Can we get it from... can we get it from Navigraph at all, or have they got similar issues? Mind you, I'm saying get it from Navigraph. I've no idea how to get it from Navigraph because... oh, there we go. Yes, we can. Right, okay, so this is what we got. Scribble this down then. 171020, yeah, so Windsor variable at 2 knots. Cav okay, 16 degrees, QNH is 1019. No significant changes. Fine. That works for me. KW, do I know all of Easyjet? Most of them. I hope. Right, refueling is underway as well. Alright, I've got the latest METARs, fine, so QNH 1019. Check the audio control panel, that's all set up and fine on Unicom. That's fine, thrust levers, engine starters, motor selectors, etc. They're all fine. 1019, straight there. Initial climb on the chart, 6,000. There we go. Hey Mike, another daytime stream. Hello from Perth. Good evening then, Mike. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Edo, am I going to take parking across the pond? No, they always take place at the weekend. I'm never able to do them, so always busy with the family. Eham, what a week it's been for Amsterdam. Hey, hope you're doing well. Great to have you back. It has indeed been a while. Good to see you. Whilst we've also got to fill in the weather page of the performance. Yeah. Well, do you know, to be fair, that's what you actually have to do in real life as well. Oh, actually, I've just had a thought. Is SimSmart working? Let me see. 35 left. Oh, SimSmart's working. Oh, well, that's okay then. At least that's working. Okay, fine. Right, let's start setting the box up, and let's start boarding as well, shall we? Alright, so IRS, 3 nav greens, aircraft status page. Yep, that's all well and good. Look at that, updated Airx sign, finally. Right, get this downloaded. There we go, so EJU, Alpine 473 Charlie is our call sign, cost index 4, ground temperature is 15, tropopause is, where's it gone? Uh, 41843. Get the wins. Is the 3 missed from the call sign? Thank you, Tom. I'll go back and amend. Oh yeah, we've got 47 Charlie there at the minute. Iris in it, just check the positions. 45, 387 north, yeah, all in agreement as well. 8434 Easyjet.
MSFS Quackation 8 taxi 35 left.
Easyjet. Europe. 473 Charlie, try again. There we go. And cruising 290, temperature 36. Right, so let's put in the complicated departures that we have here in Italy. So 35 left for departure, which is Urked 8 Echo. And then we're on the Robust 5 Yankee transition. And then similarly with the arrival as well today, we are going to be doing the ILS 28 Zulu, which is the Genoff 2 Golf. Oh, that's interesting. Well, in that case then, we're doing the LMT3 Echo. Oh, there it is, the Genoff 2 Golf is there. I just got it the wrong way around. And insert. Right, so that is the distance then, 603. What distance we got here? 604. Excellent. That looks reliable. So, let me see. Tom, if you watch the channel, you'll learn them as well. How about that? But yeah, any questions, free to ask, mate. And of course, join our Discord server as well. Alright, so 603 miles. Let me just check what this looks like on here, make sure this looks fine. And oh, I do love it when we get stuff like this. How good does that look, guys? This is the immersion that we love. There goes the fuel truck, they finished, goodbye. And here come all our passengers. That's awesome, isn't it? That is brilliant. And this is all freeware. Well, the airport is, GSX isn't. Yeah, right, just scanning through the departure here.
Oscar 5 Zulu transition.
And all the way down. And there's the arrival. Lovely. Game Clock, we're using self-loading cargo today? We are indeed. Right, so happy with that. Radnav page there, which we saw in the briefing room. SRN and MMP. Right, have we got a load sheet? We do. Right, so fuel rate is 61 bang on. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go 61.1. Very recently, I'm not sure why the Fenix aircraft's been doing this, but it's always thrown on an extra 100 kilogram, making our takeoff weight heavier. So I'm going to throw in an extra 100 kilogram for the performance calculations. That wouldn't be done in real life. It's although some airlines do that. This is just a simism. So 61.1 as a fuel weight CFG is 31.5. Alternate fuel then, if we're going up to Naples, 1.9. Let's see with fuel planning. So we are taking plug fuel today, which is 6.8 tons. It says it wants 7.3. That's not going to work. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Alright, well, we're probably not going to need 1.9 tons to get to Naples, because we're probably not going to go to Naples, so let's just roll with it. Takeoff weight then of 68.2. if I load any extra fuel on, I'm going to have to offload passengers because we'll be too heavy. We'll be too heavy when we get to our destination to land. Okay. That's done. And the CFG for takeoff is 29.7. That get more? How am I using the McDo, not Simbox? No. So I actually have a physical McDo, which if you check out the channel, there's a video review on the McDo that I use. So yeah, go check that out on YouTube for a full review and setup. Right. So that's done. Let's do our performance calculations then. Let's have a look. 3-5 left for departure. It is dry. Flaps 1. Force toggle no. All of these can be off. Takeoff weight 682. CFG 297. And we can't sync live weather, so we're going to have to put this in ourselves. So wind is variable at 2 knots. Right, in that case then, we're going to go for the worst case scenario, which would be a tailwind at 2 knots. Temperature was... what was the temperature? Can't remember. 16. QNH 1019. Come on, fingers, work. 1019. There we go. Full length. Okay, let's throw that information in then. High V speeds, long runway, long dry runway. So that's what we'd expect. 54, 54, 56. Flaps 1, flex 64. Okay, so let's move over to SimSmart and get the rest of the information. So 1688, 1688, thrust reduction, acceleration value, engine out, also the same 1688. Now, of course, recent stops for the Orange airline have changed, so we can drop that now by 200, so that's going to be 1488. Oh, not 148. that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? There we go. All right, and now the secondary flight plan for our engine out procedure. So it's non-standard, 3 miles from the Mike Papa, left turn, knee lap. That's alright, it's pretty straightforward. So, Mike Papa, departure track is 346, 3 miles. Knee lap. Hold. 267 left turns. And then from Milan, arriving back here. So this is basically what we do if we lose an engine on departure. We'll be over the left hand side of the airport as well, so we're using 3-5 right to land. No start. Is Neelamp one of the veers? No, it isn't. We'll just put no veer in there. There we go. Okay, we'll just see what that looks like. Yeah, there we are. Straight out left turn, hold at Neelamp. excellent. Okay, so I think we are. I think we're ready to brief then. So starting with the weather, this should be nice and short, shouldn't it? So yeah, winds variable, cav okay, QH 1019, dry conditions, looks beautiful outside. Really looking forward to today's flight. Weather en route is fine. When we get towards our destination, though, it could be a little bit bumpy and icy. We could see that on the weather charts a little bit earlier. So there's also showers of rain in the vicinity as well at our destination. So I'll be interested to see if that's there as well. Horizon, stupid question. Why not use the integrated performance calculator? I do Horizon, but the performance calculation tablet in the Fenix doesn't give you an engine out procedure. Also, the thrust reduction acceleration altitudes are realistic based on the airline that we're using. So yeah, that's why I don't use it for V speeds or anything. Because quite right too. That should be the one used in the calculator that comes with the aircraft. SimSmart is a calculator for a Neo aircraft, hence why it can be used with the fly-by-wire aircraft. Okay, so yeah, that's weather covered. Aircraft A320, fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar. No times for around departure today. Threats to be aware of, yeah, the biggest one of the Alps to the north of the airport. We've got no ATC, so just keep an ear on Unicoms as well. Alright, so that's everything covered. With regards to the Alps and the threat, remember we talking about the MSA is 6,000 feet up to 10 miles. Well, let's just pop that in the box, so we know, if things start to go really wrong and start to unravel for whatever reason. If we put in Mike Papa VOR, which is where the MSA is based off of, and then put that 10-mile ring around it, then we know that within that 10 miles, MSA is 6,000 feet. So within this line here, 6,000 feet. Go out of that line, particularly to the north, then we get in trouble. Okay. So let's brief how we're going to fly the departure. So we are pushing back, facing north, taxiing down. It'll be taxiing on Charlie, holding Golf Echo for runway 35 left. Okay, 6 Echo departure. So we've got straight out with a left turn. We've got a max speed constraint there of 220 knots. So if I check the performance page, our clean speed is 221. Are we going to quibble over 1 knot? No, we'll leave it in manage mode anyway, and that'll take care of it. So that's fine. Manage mode for the speed as we depart out. So yeah, that first turn there to the left. MSA 6,000 feet. Noise abatement to departure, and our initial climb is 6,000. Followed by then the ROAS transition, where we're cleared up to flight level 110. Alright, so that's how we plan on flying the departure. The engine out procedure, if things go wrong, pull heading so we don't continue on the standard instrument departure. It's a non-standard engine out procedure, so at 3 miles from the Mike Papa VOR, which is down here, it's a left-hand turn to the knee-lap hold. That's in the secondary flight plan. So there we go. No Lex, that is not a flap ring. Mark, don't listen to him. Right. Should we get going? I think everyone's on board actually. Let's get that APU started. KW, yes I did. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Right, so we'll just wait for the APU to kick in. And whilst we do that, we'll make a quick PA so everyone knows what's happening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today to Lamezia from Milan. We'll be cruising today at 29,000 feet. We've got a short delay, as I know we were expecting to push about 10 minutes ago, so apologies for that. So we are running behind, but we'll do our best en route to make up the time. Once we get pushed though, there's no traffic in front of us, and the departure weather is looking good as well. So nice, simple, straightforward departure with no en route delays either. So if you can get to your seats, and we'll get going as soon as possible. Thank you. Okay, APU is available, so we can turn that off. Refuel is completed, so we can get rid of these. Seatbelt signs can come on as well. APU bleed can come on. Gamer Clark, in order to activate the voice recognition, it's the middle click of your mouse wheel. But then check out the documentation as well, because there's also a push to talk button as well that you can use. Aaron, yep, we've got AccuSeasons installed. Right, all the overhead is taken care of. That's done. We'll give it another minute or so, then we'll get the packs on. And then we will check our final load sheet. That looks to be here. Takeoff weight of 677. Oh, that's lighter than we'd planned, isn't it? What did we plan for? 682. Oh, well, we're well in with regards to. We're going to take some extra fuel. Some people not showing up. What's the C of G looking like then? 29.7. Oh, that's bang on, so that's fine. Don't need to redo any performance takeoff calculations. You do if you're heavier, but not if you're lighter, and if the C of G is still within 2%. Great stuff. So, with that, aircraft acceptance, let's do the cockpit preparation checklist. So, aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 6,840 kilograms and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. It is, we've got 3 now green, bar of QNH is 1019, set cross check 740 feet. Well, packs on. And I think now it's time to start get going. Looking forward to this flight. It should be some great views. I'm really looking forward to seeing the airport when we get there. Right, we're on Unicom, so we'll just announce what it is we're doing. Milan Malpensa traffic, Alpine 473, Charlie stand 106, and we're going to be pushing back facing south on Alpha.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, before start checklist then, so our parking brake is on, takeoff data is confirmed, windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode, doors are closed and armed, and the beacon light is on. Here comes the tug. Where's he come from? Lenate?
All stations, please arm doors.
Hey Speedbird Tim, how do you think the Lamezia A320 will be?
Locking gear.
Can I reserve judgment? I mean, look at what Headwind are doing. They're amazing. Why? I fail to see why anybody on the PC would purchase the Lamezia A330 when we've got the Headwind. Xbox, of course. Well, that's a different matter. David Butler, good morning to you.
Release parking brakes.
Should have said we'll do a single engine taxi as well, because it's a long old taxi. Parking brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Started with.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures.
Right, nozzle steering's disconnected. Start the timer. Engine mode selected to ignition and starting engine.
Routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you.
Thanks for the sub, Martin. Hope you're having a good morning with us.
Nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table
Right, engine
must
1
have its
stabilised,
down,
so
window
engine
blinds
motor select is
open,
off,
and seatbelt fastened. We
APU
wish you
bleed
a
off.
pleasant flight with Easyjet.
Set parking brakes.
And parking brake set.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
So we'll wait for them to disconnect, then we're going to taxi down on Alpha, and then it's on to Charlie.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Okay, so that's done.
Left is clear.
Let's continue.
Right is clear.
APU bleeds off. Spoilers, flaps, rudder. C of G.
Milan traffic, Thunder 977, ready for departure, runway 35 right, line up.
Malpensa traffic Alpine 473 Charlie, taxiing now via Charlie to holding point Golf Echo, departing 35 left. There's the pin. Right, move out the way then, let's go. Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Thank you.
I'll get the crew seated and secured as soon as you give us the word.
Will do. Right, single engine taxi down there. Tell you what I haven't done after they left. Just get that on. There's that Lufthansa departing. Good morning, Christian. How are you? the timing, as I mentioned, Lufthansa, and then Christian arrives. He must have just been waiting for it. To be fair, that's probably what woke him up.
2, band 107, pushing back.
Yeah, see, he was lurking. He was lurking around. Someone else pretending to work. Paul, all the cabin announcements are from self-loading cargo. Wonderful view of the Alps. Christian, I was literally about to say the exact same thing, waiting for a mega airport from Aerosoft. When do you reckon that'll come? Do I think the Phoenix is worth it? Oh yeah, absolutely I do. It's a great aircraft. Right, we've now got a beautiful long straight taxi all the way down. So we'll just give it another minute or so, then we'll get the other engine started. Christian, I was also about to, I was thinking the same thing. It'll probably be released for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Okay, master caution. We've got the side stick fault again. Clear master caution and clear ECAM. The other warnings were because I'd not got engine 2 started yet. However, we're now going to put that right. So, I can come off. That goes on. Anyone select to ignition, starting engine 2. Whilst will I be checking out and streaming the Line VFR A330? I'll be honest with you, probably not. Not when we've got the headwind. The A340? Maybe. Maybe.
Traffic EC1802, Camera 7, taxiing to holding point Whiskey Bravo, runway 35 left, by Yankee, Julian Whiskey.
And when you get the Phoenix, do you get any liveries? Oh yeah, there's hundreds. Absolutely loads available for it. It's quite nice. Looks good and dirty as well. It doesn't look like a clean fire station. Is there such a thing? Okay, should have a right turn coming up. Engine number 2 is happy. Alright, ped checks, so no change to our performance calculations. We've got full length 3.5 left, dry figures, no LMCs. Engine out procedure is non-standard, so straight out and 3 miles from the Malpeds VOR is a left turn, hold an ELAB, and we'll climb and hold at 6,000, keep us nice and safe. That's at MSA. Departure is Urquhart 8 Echo, straight out, and where are you going? Straight out with a left-hand turn, noise abatement to speed restriction of 220. We'll leave that in managed, and initial climb 6,000. Taxi checklist. Let's crack on with that. All that time, and I still forgot to do the flight control check, so that's full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral rudder, full right, full left, neutral. Okay, taxi checklist, flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1 FMA, climb now blue, 1 FD2, 6,000 blue, radar and predictive wind shear both on, ECAM memo, takeoff no blue, and the EFB is stowed, and
Milan traffic easy 1X2, let the Easyjet that's in front of me go first.
Oh, very kind. Alpine 473 Charlie, then lining up runway 35 left for immediate departure. And line up checklist, cabin secured, takeoff runway is 35 left, full length, and we've got TCAS TRA and PAX 1, 2 off. Apologies to the company Easyjet if I've just blinded you with our lights. I'm going to get the autopilot on quite early because this is such a gorgeous departure to look at. Okay then guys, let's go. It's been 3 minutes, so take off. 50% set. Engine stable. Manifex SRS runway. Really wide runway as well here in Milan. knots. V1, rotate. Windless, absolutely glorious. Positive climb, gear up. Nav. Thrust climb. Climb. And as I said, autopilot 1 engage. Get one of the packs on. And yeah, just a beautiful departure out of Milan. Okay, S-speed. Let's clean her up. Flaps retracted, spoilers disarmed. Cabin crews released.
Milan traffic Easy 1802, taking off on Whiskey Bravo.
And there's the aircraft look, pitching to hold that 220 knots constraint. So with no ATC around, we'll clear ourselves up to flight level 110. Thrust climb, open climb 110 blue, set standard pressure. Spoilers, flaps, gear, lights can come off. Dave Hudson, good afternoon. How are you? Hope you're doing well. That is our fellow company pilot just taking off there. Just see him.
You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated.
It's an interesting place for another airport, this, isn't it?
Just ask us as we join you.
Right on either the approach path or the departure track of Milan's biggest airport. Hey, Stu88, good afternoon. Simon, what imminent release are you most looking forward to? For you, it's beyond ATC. Yeah, I can understand that if you don't fly online. Definitely, many people looking forward to that. Right, that's 10,000 feet. So, speaker rate's been removed. That's fine. No further ATC, so let's continue climbing level 290 set, 290 blue. Let's see what signs off. Now let's sort out the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free around the cabin. However,
290 is going to be fine. Didn't think it'd be an issue for us. We're not exactly that heavy. Well, we are, but it's a short journey, so we're heavy for the journey. Secondary flight plan. Copy the active. And that's it. Done. Clear that fixed page out as well now. Beautiful. Say both arrivals and departures from Milan just look stunning, don't they? Any of the airports as well. It can be any of the airports from Milan. There are 3 of them, of course. Christian, single piston aircraft are all fun and games until the engine shuts off 50 metres after departing. Find a field, preferably one without trees. Ace, a while ago you opted for the Bijan seasons over Rex, but was aware recently that autumn wasn't arriving. Turns out Bijan became abandonware and a sim update broke it. Oh, I didn't know that, Ace. That is annoying. There's clearly a satellite imagery line down there now, isn't there? I've always liked Rex AccuSeasons, to be honest. Although I never tried Bijan, so I can't say I can compare the two, but just looking at particularly with the Advanced Edition now, it is more autumnal. There's more brown fields down there. You've obviously got evergreen trees, which will always remain green. But particularly are some of the airport sceneries as well, like Flying Tampers Amsterdam that recently just came out, of course. As you're taxiing around there, some of the trees that are knocking you out, you can see the autumn foliage, and yeah, it's just nice. It's another level of immersion that I'm looking forward to. Right, so what time should we be on the ground? It says 12:45. That is UTC time, of course. First, I think the Thrustmaster T-Power pedals are worth it. Yes, but I do understand they are very expensive. But they are nice. Hey, Albalpino. Good afternoon. Bonjour. Going back to that question that Simon asked about imminent software or aircraft or whatever that has been released for the simulator, what am I most looking forward to? The A380 has to be up there. Really looking forward to that. I just hope that we're getting somewhere close. I'd really like a fully functional mega airport Milan, like where we've just departed from. So that would be nice. That's also meant to be on the cards. The Phoenix updates, of course. I'd love the Fenix A321 and A319, etc., which again they're working on, just to have a full completed A320 family with this level of detail. Obviously we've got the fly-by-wire Neo, which is great. We've got the Headwind A330 Neo, which that's if you saw the video I uploaded yesterday, the new flight deck is looking very, very promising, so that's good. Glenn Pilot, good afternoon. So we'll get up to cruise, we'll do a flight check, and we'll do a fuel check rather, and get someone with us. Leanne was asking about the cheap ones. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about the TPR ones, which are the ones I use. I've never used those ones, so I will let people in the chat help with that. Simon A380, good shout. Do we have an estimated date on release? Good one. No, certainly not. There's a good view of Rex Accuseasons at work. There you can see everything looking not green. Strutter, is the METAR down for everyone at the moment in the EFB? It's not via Skyflare. So the NOAA, which, go on, someone Google, what the heck does that stand for? The North something of something Aeronautical America, have changed the way METARs are delivered, but they've not told anyone. I suppose they don't really have to, which has just scuppered a lot of it's scuppered a lot of add-ons that use their system. Thank you, Dark. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. You did have to Google that, didn't you, Gark? You're not that much of a geek. Leanna, they are also very, very heavy. You know, they are planted to the floor. So even though they've got holes in the base, so you can obviously screw them in, which is ideally what you want. Mine aren't screwed in, and I never have needed to screw them in because they are that weighty. God knows what the shipping costs on those are as well. So, can we just compile a list then on the chat in the chat at the moment? what isn't working METAR-wise? The Phoenix you can't get the METAR from. Is the fly-by-wire, the headwind? Can you get the METAR data through them? Are they working? Ooh. Brake system 2 fault. Are you kidding me? Why is my aircraft continually braking? Okay, so is that a master caution? We'll diagnose that in a second. What are we? We're 25,000 feet. Obviously, that's not going to affect us with regards to our flight. Brake system 2. Okay, I'll have a look at some documentation in a moment. Who's maintaining my aircraft? Dark, have you been on strike? Come on. Or is it Chalty? Is it Chalty at work? Or not at work, as the case may be. Who ordered fake aircraft parts? Yeah, from Timu or Wish. Ridiculous. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too much of an issue. A landing calculation might be in order. Right, brake system 1 2 fault. Let me just check the Ofcom. Alert triggers when one brake system channel is failed. Crew awareness. In-op systems, brake system 2. Obviously. It's obviously backed up. We've got a system 1. I actually don't think it's going to cause us any issue. And what is interesting as well, it looks like that annunciation will also disappear once we get below 800 feet and touch down. It's literally just for queue awareness, so that's something to write up with the tech log once we arrive. So let's just have a look at going through the sort of DODA stuff, diagnose it. Okay, so can we diagnose this at all? I'm not even sure if it's shown anywhere. We're going to go through the systems pages in a moment anyway as we reach flight level 290, so we'll do that in a second. Hey Mads Jensen, good to see you. So let's just get up to cruise, we'll sort the usual stuff out and then we'll go through that. It's not a quick pressing issue. Armitage, you're looking at the Thrustmaster TTA officer pack. You don't have room for the pedals. Does the stick have rudder control? Yes, it does. It's a twist stick. Right, there we go. That's Alt Star. In a moment, we'll get Mac Alt Star. Destination switch fuel below minimums. Okay, I'm not too concerned about that to be honest at the minute. Mac Alt Star. I know it sounds like I should be, but I already know why I'm not. I'll explain in a bit. So that's fine. And cost index 4 back set. Clear the scratch pad. Okay, let's go through the SD pages then. So we know that brake system fault, so fuel's fine. Bleed page is fine. Pressure page is fine. Electrics fine. Hydraulics all look fine. Fuel, just check what we've used, what we took. I can't remember what we took. 6.8. So, who's just opened my tray up? Oh my god, my plane's haunted. Go away. Yeah, so quick mental maths. That's fine. There's no fuel leak. APU's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. So in terms of actually diagnosing, ignore the left side stick, in terms of diagnosing the brake system fault, it's not something that comes with any other master cautions or fault lights or anything like that. It's literally just for crew awareness. So yeah, so diagnose. What are our options? Well, the options are just monitor it, hope the other system doesn't break. If it does, then we're going back to somewhere with a much longer runway. Decide what we're going to do. Well, we're going to continue. And is there anything we need to do because of this? Well, not going to the Ofcom. So let me now have a look through the QRH. I mean, it wasn't even an ECAM warning, so not sure. I don't think it's going to have anything in that, to be honest with you. Okay, so on the QRH, if we get a brake system 1 or 2 fault on the ground, we could try this on the ground actually. Stop the aircraft, set the parking brake handle to on, confirm that the towing bar is disconnected, set and skid nose wheel steering to off, switch it back on. If it's unsuccessful, pull some CBs. We'll not do that in the air. In flight when the landing gear is up only. Oh, we can do this with the landing gear up only. Let's see if this works then. So this is the QRH that we're running at the moment. So set and skid nose wheel steering to off. Yes, obviously. Set it back to on. If required, rearm the auto brake. Okay, that hasn't worked. Alright, well, we've done as much as we can in the air. Nothing else we can do. So we're going to clear ECAM. I'll have to clear that. Clear ECAM. We could try that procedure on the ground where we can start pulling some CBs. Just definitely don't want to do that in the air. Can we actually pull the CBs? Mike 33, Mike 34. Where are they? Yeah. Yep, looks like we can pull those. We're not going to pull them now, obviously. So I'll be interested to see if that works, won't it? Once we're on the ground. Hey PB 4748, thanks for being on board our live flight today, mate. Appreciate that. Hi Joel, thank you for subscribing, and Milan, welcome as well. Okay, so why am I not concerned about the estimated fuel on board? Well, the reason for that is because we've designated nearly 2 tons of the fuel that we've got for diverting to our alternate, which was Naples. Now, we've actually got 3 other much closer alternates. So if I need to use them, we can prove this as well. Vladimir, thank you for subscribing as well. If we need to use those, if we just have a look down here, what alternates have we got? Yeah, so we've got Naples there, we've got, is that Catania, just here. So if we needed to, we can save nearly 300 kilograms by going to Catania. But I don't think we're actually going to need it, because the weather at the weather at our destination Lamezia, how do you pronounce that? Lamezia is fine. So the only other thing that I will do, because of that failure we had, is if we just have a look at the MEL and check that out and see what it says over the brake system 2 fault. So if we get a ECAM alert brake system 2 fault, doesn't appear to affect the aircraft, but there is a condition to dispatch, bearing in mind this doesn't apply to this flight because we're already airborne. This will apply to the sort of flight coming back. So if the brake steering control unit system 2, number installed 1, number required no, 0, so it's not a no-go item. It may be inoperative provided that the affected system is deactivated and it is checked that the CFTS does not report a fault related to landing system disagree alert before each flight, and check landing capability. Right. So it's not a no-go item. That's good. Vladimir, I haven't flown an X-Wing for such a long time, but I'll be honest with you, from people I've spoken to that have got both, then the Phoenix, not just because of the graphics and how well the simulation looks, the Phoenix and the Taurus is very, very similar for practicing different things. The only things that really lets the Phoenix down are things beyond Phoenix's control. Now, I would like to get some en route weathers, but I'm going to guess that's not going to work. So this is where you guys might need to come into action for me. So if I get the weather for Rome, for example, I'm going to guess this isn't working. Christian, if you're landing on runway 28, the faulty brakes won't be an issue at some point. The sea will bring you to a stop. That is true, and that is also the runway we're landing on. If you are just joining us, remember this is a giveaway stream. We will be giving away a copy of the recently released Lamezia airport, our destination airport today, from Orbx. So this is courtesy of Orbx. Big shout out to them. Thank you for providing a copy of this airport showcase for you today, and also a copy for the giveaway a little bit later on. You do need to be a subscriber to be with a chance of winning, of course. That is the only prerequisite. If you are watching on Twitch when we run the giveaway will only take place on YouTube, but I'll give you plenty of time to hop over there and enter it should you wish to take part. So don't worry about that. I guess my thoughts on LICA tool. I'm afraid I've not got it, so I can't, or I've never used it, so afraid I can't help you there. Dark Fury providing us the latest meta for our destination. We've got winds 200 at 4, that's nice and light. Varying 160-230, visibility is good. Broken clouds too high up for me to worry about. QNH 1015. Well, that is useful actually, because we can set the QNH. That's done. Christian, you love the style of the terminal building at Lamezia. It looks like the underside of a really old rusty ship. Akash, you're very excited about Innobil's secret airliner. Well, which one? Because Innobil's doing the A320. I think, are they doing the A300, or have I dreamt that? Are they doing the A300? I might have dreamt I'll see what you mean when we get there. Thank you, Christian. I'll look forward to that. Anyone give me the Rome weather? Yeah, because the box isn't working for getting metars, sadly. Didn't think it would. Thank you, Christian. So these are my en route weathers. Rome is wide open. Anyone care to give us Naples as well, if in case we need that? AKA it's sunny. That'll do. I don't even need to know the meta. Just let me know if it's open or not. So we get nice views of Italy today. Christian, Naples is even better. Cav OK. Wonderful. Akash, a bit off topic, but I'm into football. Yes, for my faults. And for my sins, I support Sheffield Wednesday, so, you know, we're the strongest team of all of them at the moment. We're kind of holding everybody else up. Just got a new manager, though, so let's be positive. It will be interesting to see when we get to a little bit further south of Italy, whether we do descend through the cloud layers and the bit of turbulence and things that might be that has been depicted on the weather charts. A shame my owner isn't great. Well, not my owner. The club's owner isn't great though. I seemed to used to be. Then things went like all things. Good relationships seem to come to an end, don't they? Christian, I think I saw that Catholics had a senior update, yeah. We haven't been there for a long time. I haven't had time to fly there. That's the problem with Keflavik. Wherever you're flying to Keflavik from, you need a good 3 and a bit hours. Gosh, I was waiting for someone to say that. Can't be as bad as the Glazers, though. Back yesterday, forget the football. Still gutted Ireland got kicked out of the World Cup. See, I don't follow rugby in the slightest. Shay, you've got a soft spot for Wednesday because you're a Sunderland fan. Fair enough. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they've got a soft spot for the Owls. Keflavik to Vega. Alright, I just need 2 hours then, Christian. Mike, Vegas had an update. Might help me next time we try and land that. Well, unless they've updated the weather, Mike, I don't think it's going to assist me. Although we did do it with version 1 of the Phoenix, where I just couldn't control the aircraft on landings in a crosswind. So maybe. Look at that tailwind pushing us down. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Tailwind of 53 knots. Just what we want. So I'm just having a look at the performance page. I think we can. Are we going to get there any quicker and save some fuel if we climb higher? I mean, we're trundling along here at 29,000. Let's have a look. Where are we? That's the first question. Let's have a look. We're coming up to Sauvain. Okay, so actually we might get a bit... We might do a bit better at 31,000 feet. The winds are a little bit stronger in our favour. Should we try that? Save a bit of fuel as well. Okay, so let's just look at this. We've got winds 53. Let's get up to 31. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go towards 30. I'm going to go up to 35 because we can do it. Optimum is 350, so let's go 350. Let's just climb up, climb 350 blue, and we'll just keep an eye on the winds. If I can get an extra 10 knots of tailwind, that'll be perfect. Vladimir, you once paid £200 to fly from Easyjet Gatwick to Belfast. That seems very expensive for a low-cost carrier. Right, we've got Rome coming up straight ahead of us, and then we're just going to veer out to the left of it, steer clear of it. So we should get nice views of Rome on the right-hand side. For £200, Vladimir, you should have had a row of seats to yourself. It was probably just one of those moments where they got like one or two seats remaining, so they knew they could charge a bit more for them. Fly me to the moon. Good afternoon. Akash, I definitely did not do a Doha Bangalore stream. That was not me. Don't know who that was. So who's on the leaderboard nowadays anyway, with regards to our easy points? No one needs to spend money on failures at the moment. I just keep getting them all on my own.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your drink.
Sarah enjoying a nice beer in the middle of the afternoon? That's a good idea. Is it wrong to drink before picking the kids up from school? So let's have a look. Thank you, Nick. At the top spot is still Elliot. ATC Swedes dropped in there, number 2. Eastbirds, oh, he's fallen way off the mark. He's down at number 3. Liana's creeping up as well, number 4. Nick, our lovely Nick, is at 5. Peter ATCO at 6. Jordan B at 7. And Chris is at 8. Mark at 9. And somehow J-Hug's wandled his way into 10th. That's incredible. And you don't know where ATC Switzerland came from on the leaderboard. I know, he's just like jumped straight in there. Dark, yeah, have a look at the hours leaderboard. Akash, I guarantee I did not do that stream. Most certainly not me. Christian J-Hog's got a gambling addiction now. Fair enough. So I'm just watching that wind. It's increased a bit. Definitely want to take advantage of the tailwind and the fuel if we can. Bear in mind we threw no extra fuel on today because we were too heavy. If we'd have thrown extra fuel on, we'd have been struggling to land. We'll do a landing calculation as well in a minute. and then we'll do a fuel check as we get to Tiber. See what we should have.
Fiumicino approach, Thunder 977 in long final to runway 16 left.
4-2, and with the extra, should be about 4. Yeah, okay, so we're all right, fuel-wise. We do seem to have burnt a little bit more than normal. I expected that to be about 4.4. We got 4.1 because what did we take? We took 6.8, so we didn't take any extra fuel. We've got an extra 200 kilograms for contingency. CNR is 3. So I expect to have about 4.4. We're a little bit under that. Looks like that wind's going to help us out. Hello?
Hi, Captain. Would you like a drink? Tea, coffee or water?
Oh, yes, I'll have a tea, please.
Of course. Just give me a couple of minutes and I'll bring it for you.
Clearly they're not very busy. Paul, I'm due to get in there at 12:38 UTC. So about half an hour before you. Okay, might just do a little cheeky direct here to LAT. There we go. Cash, do I recommend Rome from MK Studios? Yeah, it's a great airport. We've not been to for a while. In fact, I think the last time I went to Rome there was a bit of chaos in the air. For anybody that remembers that flight and stream. Nick, could we not call up the hour leaderboard? That's frustrating. So that new altitude. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Your drinks are ready. They're in the storage compartment in our galley.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, so that new altitude and the slightly stronger tailwind, we're more fuel efficient, means that our estimated fuel on board at our destination is now behaving itself. Basically, you set the minimum destination on fuel on board just here, and it's now equaling it exactly. So that's fine. Nick is in up. Fair enough. We've got 4 tons of fuel on board at the moment. That's about 2 hours endurance. Don't think we can see Rome, can we? It's down there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. There's Rome. The airport, that is. Yeah, looking very brown down here. That's Rex Acquisitions Advanced Edition doing its thing. Yeah, Christian, I know. She made it me and then put it in the storage compartment. That doesn't make sense, does it? Like, at least bring it to me. I'll unlock the door for her. She's bringing me food and drink. What a gorgeous view. think that's the Ryanair base in Rome. Its name escapes me now. Have we ever flown to Venice? Yes, we have a few times. We've departed from there as well. So we're going to now start to head out over the Mediterranean, and then we should see Vesuvius on the left-hand side in the distance as we pass Naples. Looks like a nice day in Italy though, doesn't it? Juvan, what did I think? Well, I can't recall anything particularly bad about it. Hey, so Scotty, so your partner is on a round Africa cruise until December the 22nd, so flying into each of the cities she will stop in the day she stops there, but started yesterday with a leg from Gatwick to Porto. Now you're flying Porto to Funchal, and then Funchal to Lanzarote tomorrow for the first 2 proper legs. Scotty, that sounds amazing. The obvious question everyone is now wanting me to ask is, why aren't you with her? Although I bet home life is so calm now. Your partner's gone away for 6 weeks. Oh, I can just imagine the dishes. Is a bachelor degree necessary to become an Easyjet pilot? Absolutely not. No, no. She's gone with a friend, Scotty, and you're stuck at home with working. Fair enough. I presumed it was something like that, but you know, I thought I'd be rude and pry. But still, I'm thinking of the empty house that you've got for 6 weeks. The TV remote is your own. All that flight simulator time. Craig, if you use the prog page to calculate the distance, that is line of sight. So yes, that'll be shorter than usually the flight route that you're flying. That's a bit weird. Let's go direct to Vexov now, shall we? Seems like the green thing to do. Akash, you just remember the Faroe Islands stream, probably the worst weather you've seen. It was horrible. There's a reason those flights get cancelled in real life. Anyway guys, if we are keeping you entertained this afternoon, then please do leave a like. Really does help me out on the channel, so thank you everyone that's already done that. Fabio, thank you for subscribing as well. Remember, subscribers will be available, eligible to enter into our giveaway in a little bit later on when we get to Lamezia. Leanna, I'm not quite sure how. I mean, at this altitude, you are not really going to be affecting departures out of Rome at 35,000 feet. You know, they're not going to climb that quickly. And I have had directs given to us before when ATC have been around, so I'm not too unrealistic with the way we've been doing that. Anyway, time to start looking at the arrival then, I think, isn't it? So let's just check the charts and check to see what the arrival looks like in the box. So the arrival we're doing is this Durov 2 Golf arrival, which takes us to Lamezia VOR, and then from there we basically just fly the teardrop approach on the Lamezia 3 Echo. Hey AVA! So let's just see what that looks like. Can you perform an RNAV approach without using the open descent mode but only descent mode? So RNAV approaches work slightly differently in that it's called final approach mode. If you're not using final approach mode, then you have to use FPA mode, which is your flight path angle mode. Angle mode. So yeah, it's what the hell is this? So yeah, it's not quite the same. Right, what is that? So 16 miles from the VOR, left turn, Ortev. Yeah, so that is there. This is because, have we got a hold? Oh, we've got hold automatically programmed in there. Right, can we get rid of that? Is that going to be possible? That's better. There we are. Yeah, so that's all right. Lowest we can get around 6,000 feet. Let's just have a look at the ILS approach. So we've obviously got terrain then underneath us, which is why we're not allowed to get too low down. So we want to be 6,000 feet of the VOR, 4,000 feet then as we get to, just have a look. Oh, actually it says the lowest we can get to is 6,000 feet here at Ortev. Oh, this is going to take some planning. Well, there's got 5,000 here. That's if we're doing a circling approach out from the VOR. So no, we can safely get down to 4,000 feet at 16 miles out on the ILS. Okay. So what we'll do then is we'll plan 6,000 feet here, and then we will lose 2,000 feet over 16 miles. That's fine. But I think we absolutely need to be green dot by this point, and then flaps 1 as we start to come out and around there. Just check any speed restrictions. There's none there, but what we've got here, the speeds in the box, they all look fine. So the RadNav page, let's fill out the LMT VOR, get that in. Runway 28. And if we use the fixes page to pop that threshold in. Pop a 12-mile radius in there, that's when I want to be at 4,000 feet for the ILS capture. Right, box is set up. So, guys, could someone just grab me the latest meta, please, for Lamezia, and we'll throw that into the perf page. That's the only thing left to do. And then we can brief the arrival and get prepared, because we should be there in half an hour. Thank you, Paul. This is where I get about 12 metals, isn't it? As long as they're all the same, it doesn't matter. Branchy, that one's from yesterday, mate. I can't use I can't use that one. I think the 1150 is the latest one, isn't it? Thanks, Dark Christian. Always check the latest one. So QNH is 1014. Temperature is plus 20. Nice. Winds 2104. And let's have a look at our runway. Quite a nice long runway as well, 3 kilometers. That's good. Probably going to do a flaps 3 landing. We'll do a landing calculation in a moment, but I'm betting flaps 3 will be sufficient. Okay, so onto the landing performance. at 404. What's 2 digits in there, isn't it? 20 degrees. 1015. Sorry, hectopascals. Landing weight, what's that going to be? 61, 2, 3, 4, 64 point. Let's call it 64. This is going to be close actually. 64 point. Well, let's do max landing weight. 64 and a half. Flaps 3 will still get in. Auto brake low. Perfect. So flaps 3 is set down here for the landing. And on the overhead. Flaps 3. Wonderful. Okay guys, top of descent, 60 miles away, let's brief. So starting with our weather, which we've been just going through. So we've got winds 2104, so a very light wind from the left as we come into land. Visibility is 10 kilometers or more, that's fine. And we've got broken clouds 5,000 feet, 20 degrees. QNH is 1014. The descent may be a little turbulent and icing conditions as well, so keep an eye on that. Might need anti-ice on as we go down. The aircraft has just got a slight issue with the brake 2 system, but that's nothing that should cause us any issues. Once we get on the ground, we'll run the QRH and try and reset it with the circuit breakers behind us. Obviously can't do that in the air, so it'll be nice to see if that works once we get there. So yeah, we'll sort that out. No NOTAMs for our arrival, and threats to be aware of. Unfamiliarity is a big one here because I don't know this airport. I've never been here before, so it's a bit different. And it's in a bit of a valley, so we've got terrain, high terrain actually, both north and south of the airport. So that's why I'm going to go over how I'm going to configure and fly this in a moment. Because we're going to have to be kept higher than we'd probably normally like. So, yeah, that's basically the biggest threat. The only other threat would be, let's say the other brake system fails, in which case then we're going to throw ourselves into holding, probably at Lamezia, and then we'll sort out, can we actually, can we actually get in there? It's not the longest runway. Where is the nearest long runway? I suppose that would be a great question to ask my PM to be working on. That is you guys. So, which of our alternates has the longest runway? The alternates were Naples, Palermo, Catania, Brindisi. They're all around about the same distance away. So longest runway available to us, if anyone wants to be so kind as to find that, just in case. So yeah, they're basically our threats. So let's brief how we're going to fly the arrival. At top of descent, we're going to get straight down to 6,000 feet. We want to be 6,000 feet by the time we get to Lamezia. And I am just going to check that in the box, because that's what I want to do. Then I've got 6,000 feet marked here, which I've actually not. So I'm going to change that. Which means top of descent is probably rather close now. Yeah, in about 2 minutes, look. Because we're having a nice steady descent all the way down there. So I want to be 6,000 feet at the VOR. And then green dot as well. As we leave, we'll get flaps 1 out to start slowing us down, get the extra drag down as we turn around to 4,000 feet, flying the teardrop approach for a normal 3-degree ILS as we come in. It's a normal 3-degree ILS approach with 3-degree pathways, 45 meters wide. That's all safe and normal. When we vacate, we're vacating to the right and parking somewhere. The go around is straightforward. It is just straight out and outbound to Suge and into the hold. Alright, well that's pretty much our top of descent there, isn't it, in 10 miles of time. Quickly go through the box just to confirm everything we've briefed is in the box. So LICA ILS 28, LMT I want 6,000 feet, done. Radnav is tuned LMT. LICA 28, yeah. Everything is filled out in the perf page. So VAP is 143. Config 3 landing. Oh, the minimums. I'll put the minimums in. 252. Done. And we've done a landing calculation for a max landing weight. Right. All done. Fabio, is this airport classed as a captain's only landing for that airline? That's interesting. I'm gonna have to find out. I don't think this is captain's only. I'd have to find out. Visual 234, good afternoon. So I want to say thanks for the tutorials. It's really happy to have more realistic and smooth flying. You're more than welcome, Visual 234. Thank you for being here this afternoon. Hope you're well. Okay, let's get down. Suicidal descent and 100 blue, 10,000 feet. Liana, thank you. So these are my runway lengths, just in case we decide to lose brakes. I know that looks like LIBR is our go-to. FYI, when I don't know how they do it in the USA or something, but in terms of runway lengths, it's usually always preferable to give them in meters. The only times feet is used is when you're finding out the runway slope, which technology does that. So don't have to do the manual calculations for that. But yeah, everything is normally given in meters for the runways, just because you think the METAR you get, the runway visual range, so you're legal to start the approach, is always given to you in meters. Feet, as I say, used for calculating the runway slope. The charts give you both. But so how many meters then is LIBR then, Liana? Hey Paul, even though you're late, you're following us to Lamezia for your first VATSIM flight. Is this your first VATSIM flight, Paul? Oh, I hope you enjoyed it then. Right, I'm just going to keep that speed up, otherwise we're going to slow down more than I'd like. So Leanna, right, thank you. So actually that is very interesting then, Leanna. That is why meters is now really important. I can't do the conversion of meters to feet, you know, I don't need to, just look on a chart. So the runway here is 3,015 meters. The runway then there is, you know, it's only 30 meters longer, isn't it? So should we lose brakes, then we're going to have an interesting moment. I guess the next thing would be, is there any runway with any of those runways with a really big strong headwind to help slow us down? Or a sand pit at the end of the runway? Visual 234, you're also experimenting with VATSIM at the moment. Made a few mistakes on your first flight, we all do. Luckily, somehow, Amsterdam was dead, so they helped you out. Really? Amsterdam has been a hive of activity this last week or so, since the scenery was released there. Hey, Peter ATCO, good afternoon, mate. How you doing? You want a break? Connor, there's a 30 knot crosswind in LBR though. That's okay. Leanna, I've no idea where to find all that stuff in the new Navigraph charts. Or is this it here? To be fair, scatter clouds at 500 feet, that's pretty rubbish. Still can't want them. It's not that windy at all over Italy today, is it? Chris Hogg's here as well. Hey Chris, how are you doing? Long time no speak, mate. Hope you're doing well. James is here as well on a lunch break at work. I mean, it's perfect time because we've got the giveaway coming up very soon. What happens if you need to change the managed descent speed during the descent? You just pull speed like I've done here. If I went into managed speed, then it'd probably slow me down to something like 260. But just because, you know, we want to get there, I've just kept the speed up. To be fair, the cost index of 4, a good sort of realistic descent speed is about 270 knots. So I'm pushing that a bit today. Okay, so looking to be on the ground in about 20 minutes or so. Here comes the clouds that we spoke of earlier on. Anyway, just update everyone that's just coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon once again from the flight deck. We've started our descent now towards our destination, and we should be on the ground in about 20 minutes time. Meanwhile, the cabin crew are going to start preparing the cabin for landing, so if you could assist them by tidying up any tray tables and rubbish as they come around, that would be great. And I will speak to you again shortly. Thank you. Hey, I just you're slowly now getting used to the fly-by-wire A320 and getting used to the box. The more you do it, the easier it gets. I guess that's just like everything in life, isn't it? But yeah, it's rewarding when it works and and you've got that sense of accomplishment. Peter, have I read about the price jump of X-Plane 12? I've not. No. I'm really out of the loop with X-Plane. I've not flown X-Plane for years, so I've not really got any sort of, I guess, any of my news feeds set up for that. Why? Have they really increased it? Leanna charts flight tab in flight. You haven't really yet. Alternates charts. Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, let's start, what are we, about 30 miles away from the VOR, so that's okay. Increasing the price of X-Plane 12 now seems like a bit of a strange move given Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 on the horizon. When do we reckon that will be released? Do you reckon that's going to be another August release next year? Jumping from 60 to 80, so a $20 increase then. Okay, seatbelts on as we head into this cloud layer. Okay, let's start concentrating on what we need to do.
I hope you enjoy your drink.
Okay, open descent, 6,000 blue. And the approach checklist. So bar F QNH 1014, seatbelt signs are on, minimums 252, auto brake low, EFB stowed. Chris Hall, you don't know where we're going. We're going to Lamezia, which is, hang on, let me do this, it'll be easier. How's this? There we go. Just down here. Newish airport from Orbx. I've never been there before, but Easyjet actually fly to this airport, so not quite sure how we've missed it, but there you are. Ace, it's on the Italian metatarsal. Great way to describe where it is that we're going. So just got speed brakes out for a moment. Alex is at your home airport. Fantastic. Hope the weather's good. Hello.
Hi, Captain. I just wanted to come by and ask if everything was going okay.
Yes, thank you.
Great. If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Do you think she'd be interested that the number 2 brake systems failed? I could tell her that. Alright, 10,000 feet, lights on. Peter, Flyby have just released the custom Fenix A320. Have they now? Oh, nice to see. Okay, let's slow her down. Approach phase is activated. Anti-ice on. Basically, my plan is I want to be 4,000 feet here at Ortev. Leanna, you had your charts runway length set to feet. Definitely easy in me to... Fair enough. I didn't know you could change them. Speed brake's flashing, that's fine. I know the speed brake's still out. Yes, I know the speed brake's still out. I've got my hand on it. Go away. Okay, that looks alright. Speed brake has gone away. So I've just flown over the airport. Now we're going to head out. Away from it. And once we're 60 miles out, we're going to start further descent. That's here. So I'm thinking flaps 2 is going to be needed by this point. Can't get down any sooner because, although you can't see it, there's a big hill. Looks like we're flying through a bit of a rain cloud as well. Hey Anthony, have you have you checked out the video on this channel for configuring the Fenix with the Thrustmaster? That's quite a decent tailwind as well, pushing us, look, 35 knots. So level off at 6,000 feet, that's plenty of time now to slow down. Oh, look at this rain. We're going to be flying through that in a minute. We're literally, look at the rainbow. Oh, I love this sim. We're literally going to basically come over here near the coastline, make a left turn, come back and fly through all this rubbish. This could be interesting. And then we've got the giveaway. Who has never flown to this airport before, but having seen this approach would like to? Flaps 1. Speed set 180. Lower E-cams just come back up with the brake system 2 reminder. It's fine. Alex, you can see us above your head right now. Is it not raining in the valley? Loads of people saying they've never been to this airport before, which is great. I love it when we find somewhere new. And flaps 2. Speed's checked. Flaps 2. So I want flaps 2 out early for all that extra drag, because we're going to get down now to 4,000 feet. Pick up the island. Just started open descent. 4,000 blue. So you may be wondering, you know, we're 17 miles out. Why are we getting down 4,000 feet? We're so far out. But it literally was because of this stuff here, keeping us safe and above it. Right, let's get wet. Oh my God, look at the rain. You've never been to this airport either? Good. Good. So the giveaway will be opening up very shortly. I'll give you information on how to enter that in a bit. Warm enough now, we don't need those. Look at this, perfect for the glide slope, the ILS. All glide slope, lock blue, catch through autopilot 1 and 2. Three tons of fuel. What were the latest winds? 210 at 4. Well, it might be on the ground, but it's not up here. Lamezia traffic Alpine 473 Charlie is intersecting ILS runway 28 at 13 miles. Here we go, look at this, full house, come on, full house. Yes, glide, slope, lock, star. Missed approach altitude, 3,000 feet is set. Right, let's see if we can see a runway. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. 11 miles out. Well, ground speed mini is going to be doing its job today if that headwind remains as it is. Just for confirmation, VAP is 143.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin...
Wow, this really is all over the place, isn't it? And we're about to enter the rain.
Down and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
How close we get to the terrain as well of this. I think I can see a runway. Lamezia traffic Alpine 473 Charlie. On finals runway 287 miles. Gear down, spoilers. Here comes the rain. Manage speed. Speed's checked. Watch it need a drop, drop, drop. Flaps 3. We're good. Flaps 3. Landing checklist. So our cabin is secured. Go around altitude is 3,000 feet, ECMMO, landing no blue. Have I secured my self-loading cabin? Seats for seats for landing, seats for takeoff. My God, I thought this was going to be a nice place to visit. Look at the weather. 5 mile far. Those winds starting to drop now. Yeah, it was a very windy and blustery approach that. This is awesome. Tell me who's going to come and fly here after seeing this today? There's a link in the video description as well, straight to this scenery as well, if you want to grab it. But remember, we're going to give away a copy before then. This is much calmer. Disengaged, I have control. Leanna, you're happy to fly, but you're going to bring your own weather. Rain in the air, not much now.
500.
Stable. Three whites.
The approach is 1802. We are turned to establish ILS runway 28.
100 above.
Picture looks okay.
Minimum.
Continue.
Glide slow.
Glide slow.
Glide
Disregard.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Spoilers for the screen. Decel. Manual brakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, We ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket underneath the seat.
Lamezia traffic, runway 28 vacated.
Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out.
Oh, look at the skid marks! Oh, what the hell's caused that? Someone going far too fast.
It's been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight
Well, someone's been
and
taxiing with the parking brake on.
check out our official Facebook page, Twitter.
Right, I'm not going to be too concerned about where we park up. I'm going to check out the replay, and then of course the giveaway. But we will just have a quick look at the scenery as well. Oh, and should we try and reset the brake system for? Hey, rail cowgirl. Armitage, those were the marks from your last landing. Now, being Easyjet, of course, what you would imagine is that we'd be on a remote stand somewhere. That was very neat weather, wasn't it? Come on, did we all enjoy that? I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it more because the weather cleared up and it actually became quite neat to land in. Now, I've not got any sort of custom profile set up for this, so it'll just be a random group and positioning of airport vehicles. Right, giveaways coming up. If you're just joining us, you've come at the best time. And we'll run the giveaway as we do the replay. Flight control, disregard. Gonzi, how early do you start the flare?
MSFS if you want to. He's fully covered. I had a fun with you.
So, you are right, yeah, look. So what you should actually do with this is you should taxi in, then spin round. But I've got ground vehicles in the way, so we can't actually park in the right place. So I start the flare at 30 feet, which is about normal. Good ground markings here. So A320 is there, and then we'll just bring it around. We'll have a quick look at the scenery, and then we'll check out the replay. Okay, so let's just see if we can do this reset before we do anything. I'm going to leave the engines running, but let's see if we can get this to work. So on the ground, stop the aircraft, check. Parking brakes on, check. Confirm that tow bar is disconnected, check. Set anti-skid, no still wing to off. And on. Brake to system full. Okay, right, so if that's unsuccessful, pull CB M33 and M34. Mike. M33 and M34. Pull M36 and M35. We had a couple of beeps over there, so we've probably got a few things now showing. Brake system 1 fall, auto brake fall, nose wheel steering fall. Yeah, okay. Now let's reset those. So what is it? It's basically 33 through 36, isn't it? So it's not fixed it. Okay. Well, in that case, call the tech guys. Right, giveaway time. That's what we want, isn't it? So let me have a quick look at this airport. That looks weird. Oh wow, that actually looks really nice. Oh, Christian, I see what you mean. I like this. Lots of scenery inside? No, doesn't matter. Nothing that you can see through the glass windows anyway. If we have a look inside the terminal building. No, again, doesn't matter. The frame rates have been superb as we were coming through all that rubbish weather. That looks nice. That looks really nice. Have we got a control tower to sit inside? Which I do like for those of the VATSIM players. Yes, there is a bit of a green, kind of glass. Needs a bit of a clean, but other than that, yeah, there is. Oh, that looks decent, doesn't it? So yeah, this is a great little airport. Nice scenery, very, very user-friendly on the frame rates. And you can check this out with the link in the video description down below. Here comes the landing of another company aircraft. I've left my engines running because we're going to do the replay in a moment. But yeah, this is, you know, this is really nice. And what I like about airports like this is they're not the kind of places that you would automatically think of flying. Look at the firefighting aircraft down there as well. I've never been here before, so nice. If you're looking for somewhere a little bit different to fly, then you know this ticks a lot of boxes. There's plenty of commercial airliner flights, just like the one we've done today, flying here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to come off VATSIM, of course, before we check out the replay. We'll do that. And also quit self-loading cargo as well. And then as we watch the replay, we'll do the giveaway.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Indeed there is. Okay then guys, so to be in with a chance of entering the giveaway, you need to be a subscriber to the channel, and this is what I would like you to do then. If you want to be in with a chance of winning a copy of this airport Lamezia, courtesy of Orbx, big thanks to them, then all you need to do is type into the chat right now the ICAO code of this airport, which is Lima India Charlie Alpha, LICA, L-I-C-A. Type that into the chat and that's you entered in, and we'll roll it at touchdown, shall we? So you've got about 2 minutes to enter the giveaway. Do that in a second. You could see here how windy it was, couldn't you? Aircraft battling to keep on that ILS beam. This is where it starts to get dark then. Yeah, so many wind turbines, and given the wind that we had, then that is understandable. Had a glorious rainbow as well coming in. It's gone now. Here comes that rain. Love the rain effects. So I'm going to roll this giveaway then at touchdown. You need to have an Orbx account as well, and the winner just needs to get in touch with me within 24 hours with their Orbx email login, and we'll get that added to your account for you. And I mean, if the weather is like this quite often, as Alex was saying, this is a great place to fly to. A departure from here up to somewhere like Geneva, you know, when we've got lots of VATSIM ATC up the Italian coastline, that'd be awesome. Rail cow, enjoy your cup of tea. I see you went for the standard tea. You didn't go for the jam and toast tea. Rex AccuSeasons looks really neat as well down here. One of the big things you got, the differences between the old Microsoft Flight Simulators and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is the world was just no longer flat. And that's it, out of the rain shower, ready to touch down and ready to announce the winner. Hey, Captain H&W, just in time. That road looks like a bit of a potholed road. Looks like Sheffield. Okay guys, so there's the VOR, nice to see. The winner is about to be announced on touchdown. Congratulations, the winner of a copy of Lamezia Airport, courtesy of Orbx, is... When we touch down, there we go. Congratulations, Martin! Martin, you've won the copy. Need you to get in touch with me, Martin, in the next 24 hours with Orbx account details. We'll get that added. So that was a wonderful approach into an airport we've never seen before, which just awesome. SYD GTV, thank you so much for the party raid of 53 guys. You joined us just as we have landed at Lamezia Airport. This is just a replay of the landing that we did. A newish airport from Orbx, but at least not that long ago. And yeah, we've also just given away a copy as well. So guys, welcome. One of the great things I liked about this airport just then is the approach was just, the valley was swathed in water, clouds and rain, and then you broke underneath that after your aircraft had been absolutely battered, and you had actually a nice smooth approach. The winds were varying like 2 knots or something. It was really, really delicate and gentle. Anyway guys, thank you so much for the joining us today. Mine, you'll need to contact me either via email or on Discord, and we'll get that sorted for you. But yeah, happy to fly you all somewhere new today, as we did. Huge shout out as always to our channel members supporting us all the time. Thank you so much, guys. That's me finished for today. I look forward to seeing you on our next flight, which will of course be announced in due course on our Discord server. Until then, whatever you're doing for the rest of your Tuesday, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Congratulations to Martin, our winner, and a big shout out and thanks to Orbx as well for providing the copy for the giveaway. Hope you've enjoyed our flight and stream today. Thanks so much. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye, everyone.